The Neblett Center has been around for a while. Since 1936 is when it started. But the Nebletts, Dr. Reginald Neblett and Hattie Neblett, they have a home that's just a block away. It's still there. In 1932, they moved here so he could start his practice. And there was a teenager that had a gunshot wound that they came to their home and he died. So they felt like they needed to do something. So they started something in the basement with the teenagers in the area and wanting to get them off the street, you know, give them other means to express themselves. So that's how the Neblett Center started. In 1942, they bought a tobacco warehouse and converted it into a community center. And then in 1979, that was renovated. And in 2006, this facility was built. My grandmother, Gertrude Talbot, was one of the matriarchs here that helped the kids and did things for the children. They did fundraisers, her and Miss Ella Valentine, along with Miss Neblett and, you know, many others that was supporting the center. I came back home and was led here, and now it feels like home to me. And I want everyone to know that the Neblett Center is an awesome community-based beacon of light right here in the community, and that is why we're wanting folks to know about it. We have a full-service daycare here. We have a rec center. We have a dance room, an exercise room. We have a full-service commercial kitchen. So the Neblett Center is just good. We are always open to folks coming in and volunteering. We're looking for volunteers tutoring our children in the afternoon for our after-school program. We're looking for volunteers to come in and read to our children. You know, some grandmothers to come and rock some babies. We have a garden outside, so anyone that would be interested during the spring when we start planting to come over and help us with that, to teach the kids that plant-based is good and you need to know where your food comes from. And when you're growing your own food, I mean, that's the best that you can eat, right? So that's some of the volunteers that we need here at the center. Our facility is open for anyone who needs to have a place to hold weddings or graduations or birthday parties. Plus, we use our conference rooms here for different organizations such as the Owensboro Black Expo, NAACP, the Human Relations Commission has been here, the Kentucky Legal Aid has also been here. So we are available. We're right here in the community, and it is a central location where folks can just come in and congregate and fellowship and just have a good time here. And we want them to feel that. We want them to feel the love that we have here that has been built since 1936. And I think that when you come across the doors, that you can feel that.
Miss Hattie Neblett had a vision. She wanted to reduce the juvenile delinquency in the West End neighborhood. And today, that vision is just as relevant here in 2019 as it was in 1936. And it's the job of the H.L. Neblett Community Center Recreation Department to provide a safe haven for our neighborhood kids and beyond. One of the big differences today, as when Miss Neblett started, is that it was mainly African American kids that she was targeting in 1936. Today, our attendance, just by the difference in the makeup of the community that we're in and serving, we serve all nationalities, all races of kids, and they blend well here at the center. That's one of the things I'm most proud of. And as we walk these hallowed halls and see the picture of Dr. Neblett, Miss Neblett, we're constantly reminded of that vision and of the mission of the Neblett Center, which is to empower the lives of the people we serve. And we do that in the recreation department, number one, by providing a safe haven for the kids, somewhere they can come to be off the streets. We tend to think that the crime rate is less because of the job that we do here at the Neblett Center. And one of our goals is to provide an atmosphere and introduce the kids to things beyond the neighborhood, such as on certain field trips. We've been to the Muhammad Ali Museum in Louisville. We've been to zoo and certain other places. And probably one of our needs here at the Neblett Center would be we could use volunteers. Well, we especially could use a volunteer with some photography experience. We have a photography club here named after Monita Sleet Jr. And we also need volunteers for crafts, projects, and many other things. And we just want you to know that this community is better because H.L. Neblett Community Center exists.
I love it. I think the biggest thing for me is like when I go into the 2-year-old room, and at 2-year-old, you know, some of them speak good, some of them don't, but you can hear them say, "Melody, Melody." And that is an amazing feeling that they say your name at 2 years old, because sometimes it's hard for him to even talk. So that's amazing. Any special interests you may have, like if you play music or artist or anything like that, maybe give us a call or, you know, come check us out and see what we can do for you in the classrooms with the kids. They always like to have visitors.
Well, my overall job description is to oversee the daily operations of the child care. So I deal a lot with children and their families and implementing curriculum and making sure the staff is following state rules and regulations. So I've been doing this, I'm going on my 11th year, so you gotta kind of have a passion for it. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I say my favorite part would be when you see a kid that you had in your program for years and now you see them as an adult or going to college and you see them at the store, they come up and tell you about the impact that you made in their life. So I think it's probably the most fun part about this job. So our area, the main thing right now would be tutoring. Got a lot of kids in school and they need tutoring, need a lot of help. So always trying to reach out to local colleges and see if they have students that are willing to come in and help tutor. So that would be the biggest thing that I think that we need in our child care area right now.
Yeah, I'm the nutrition director. So I just oversee the daily operations of the Neblett Center. We offer 3 meals and a snack to the kids, which everything we prepare is homemade, made with lots of love. It's a great job. I've actually been here for 7 years. I love it. I love working with these kids. We get to, you know, we get to see them when they come through and enjoy them. And there's nothing I love better than feeding kids. I love to feed kids. It's when they act the best, is when you're feeding them. Yes, we always accept volunteers. It would vary from event to event. You know, what my needs would be is, you know, helping prepare and, you know, the meal and just getting it out to the kids. That would be my needs for a volunteer.
It's fun to be a teacher over here, especially working with kids, because it's always been my passion to have something to do with kids. So this was my first job when I got to America, and I love working here. It's so fun. Sometimes when I'm going through like issues and I come to work, just seeing the kids alone, it puts a big smile on my face. Well, for now, I'll be glad when we get volunteers just to come around, to come in. Because when kids see different people, and I mean, it's kind of like new to them. So when we get volunteers to come around, just come and read to them or do something new to them, I think it will help. Yeah, I remember one time I came in and there was this kid I had, but he's grown up now. I came to work so sad, and he just came to me and gave me like a big hug. Like, that was something that's kind of like fun to me. I mean, I felt so special that day because it makes me forget all my problems that I had, and I felt good that day. And to see kids growing up, when they start talking, especially when they mention my name, once I enter the classroom, they just start going, Shirley, Shirley. It's kind of like fun to me. I mean, I just love kids, so it's fun to me. Thank you.
A, B, C.
Q-R-S-T-U-V W-X-Y-Z. And I know my ABCs. That's the